Like, didn't somebody die? What else has happened? I was in a car accident. I'm not a plumber. So my manager was like, oh, who wants a cat? And I was like, me, I want a cat. Hi, how are you? I hope that you're very, very well. So I am coming in to just say hello. So this is kind of going to be more of a chatty video, I suppose. I'm going to be including in this an empty home tour, but before I do that, I thought that I would just kind of fill you in on what's been happening. I've not uploaded properly for like over a month now. It's been a really stressful time. It's probably been like one of the most stressful months of my life. Basically nothing has gone right for me. I think it's because my house move went very smoothly and the buying of the house went very smoothly, and then since I got in, I mean, it's lovely being on my own. It's so nice living on my own and having my own space, and it's nice to not just be like confined to a bedroom, because in my old place I very much didn't feel comfortable in the rest of my house, so I didn't really go into the lounge much. It was kind of just like grab something from the kitchen and go and have it in my room. It was a bit of a grim existence. So it's so nice to have a couch and to have my own TV and my own bathroom and my own cat. I have a cat, he's just grooming himself, so I'm not going to bother him. But yeah, so I thought that I would just kind of fill you in. So yes, I have bought my first home, and this will be an empty home tour. I did buy a flat, so it's not a house. I keep calling it a house because it feels like a house. I have a porch. It's completely self-contained, so it's not like in a block of flat. I don't have to like go up some stairs over somebody else. I'm at the end as well, so there's only somebody on this side of me and then also above. It doesn't even slightly feel like a flat. It feels like a small bungalow, in all honesty. It's got one bedroom, it's got a lounge diner that is split, kitchen and bathroom, and a porch and a shared garden. And I love it. I absolutely love my place. It's so nice to have my own home, and just not having to live with other people is great. I feel no pressure from anybody. Like, that is amazing. But a lot of stuff has happened, so I just thought I would just like fill you in, really. So when I moved in, you will be able to see that I have like a brown kitchen. You'll see in the bit at the end that is the empty home tour. That was the thing that mainly in the place I was like, I really want to get that done. I was like, I've got this money, so I would like to use it on the kitchen, and then I can just like get on with my life. Do you know what I mean? Still have to paint and decorate and stuff. There is bits and bobs being done. I have a home Instagram if you're interested, where you can see bits and bobs. It's at House of Lovatt here. Ooh, there's still lots to be done, but as I say, the kitchen was the main thing that I was like, I really want this to get sorted when I move in. I lived there for like 4 days, and then the work started on the kitchen, and basically it's been done really badly. So the kitchen doesn't fit properly, the hot water doesn't work often, the tiles have been done badly, nothing is even, it's all wonky, nothing works properly. It's a huge disappointment and a really big stress. We're at the beginning of kind of taking legal measures with it, and then I'm gonna have to get it redone. So that's a pain in the bum, and has been very stressful because the guy who's been fitting it is like, no, it's your fault. So basically I've got an IKEA kitchen. You know, they sell millions a day, a very, you know, popular brand, and he was like, oh, IKEA kitchens are only supposed to be made in Sweden, so they're not made for the UK, so that's why nothing works. Is that why you couldn't measure the fridge properly? Without going into like super specifics, basically he's just fitted it wrong. I'm not a plumber. I had to read the instructions, go online, watch videos, and then draw diagrams and show him how he had actually fit the plumbing wrong and how to correct it. Like, that's ridiculous that I have to do that, and not that I, the customer, which is bad enough, but me, I've never been under a sink before, and here I am. Like, it's just been one thing after the other, ridiculous. Like, on my birthday, I came home, my friend was there, bless him, and it was just like the worst thing, because that was supposed to be the kitchen done at 99%. I'll just show you some of the pictures of how it was on that day, and that was supposed to be 99% done. So it's been really stressful. I've had to take loads of time off work, which is stressful because I work a 0 hours contract, so I lose money every time I'm off work. What else has happened? I was in a car accident. I'm fine. My car is a bit dented, but other than that, I am fine, but it was a big shock. I've never been in a car accident before. It was embarrassing and scary, and didn't like that. That was really stressful. And then the other day I got a phone call from a debt collector who had turned up at my old house. There was a warrant out because I went into a yellow box. So on roads, there's a yellow box that you're not supposed to go into. In London, if you go into them, you get a fine. I got a fine and it went to 2 of my previous addresses. Never had reached me. So it was like, right, you have to pay £500 today, or, you know, you have to go to court and then possibly go to jail. What? So that was really stressful. Fingers crossed it's going to be sorted. I've gone down a different route with it. I didn't have to pay it yet, but anyway. To fit my couch in my lounge, I had to move my heater. So basically my flat is all electric, so there's no gas, so it's electric storage heaters. And so I hired an electrician to come and move it down the wall so that my couch would fit, because my couch is a big corner sofa. And he came and took it apart, such a nice guy, took it apart and all the insides crumbled. So I also have no heating in my home, which isn't great. I've also just moved to a new area where I have no friends. Do you know what I mean? I don't know anybody. I don't know where anything is. My family are far away, and that's just a big change in itself. Like, moving to a new area is scary anyway. My commute is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Yes, I can get to central London relatively easily, but actually getting from central London to then my office, which is slightly out in North London, that adds on like another hour. It's a lot to get used to and it's not been easy. What else has happened? Oh yeah, I had a lot of anxiety about filming and not uploading. I don't know why. If I don't do it for a while, I get really nervous. And then I finally sat down to edit the other day and my laptop broke. So I edit on Final Cut Pro. I think that like the way that I edit is quite specific. Like, I do lots of like funny faces and stuff, and I don't know, that's just how I edit. I think that's what makes my videos. And so obviously I needed to get another Mac, which is really expensive, but I have amazing parents who have offered to lend me the money and I'm going to pay them back. But it's just like yet another thing. When I first moved in, I looked about getting a cat from a rescue centre for my birthday, and then me and Mum went out looking. We didn't find any cats who were like just right, because obviously you have to find the cat that is right for you and that you're going to be able to support properly. So I was going to put it on the back burner for a while, and then I was in work one day. My manager was getting a cat that she got from this lady she knows, and then basically the last cat in the litter, person who had them like cancelled essentially, so this little cat wasn't going to have anywhere to go. And so my manager was like, oh, who wants a cat? And I was like, me, I want a cat. So I got a cat, but that didn't come easy either. So I went to go and pick him up, and I was talking to the lady over WhatsApp. So I went there. She was like, oh, I don't have the cat. He is down the road with my friend. And I was like, okay. So we go down the road. We're walking down the road together. I'm like, I'm going to definitely get murdered. And I've got my little cat carrier. I'm ready to take my cat home. And she was like, oh, the lady who's got the cat works nights and she takes really heavy sleeping pills. So she might be asleep and she might not wake up. And I was like, okay, we've had this arranged for a week, but crack on. So we go there, we stand outside in the dark for half an hour, and she's like, she's not coming, I'll drive the cat to you later this evening. And I was like, really? So I live like an hour and a half away from this woman, and I was like, it's gonna be a 3-hour round trip. No, it's fine, it's fine. So anyway, I leave my cat carrier with her and head off on the road. I then get a call on my like I've got like a Bluetooth car thing in my car. What? And she says, oh, the lady who's got the cats, somebody has died, and so she's not gonna be home for the next 2 days. So you can maybe come back on Sunday, because I'm gonna be on holiday then in Morocco. So, you know, I'll give you her number and you can arrange it with her. Okay, and who's looking after the cats in these 2 days when there's nobody going to be home? And also, obviously, sorry that somebody died. That's awful. So I phone my mum. I'm getting really upset. I'm like, I'm not going to get this cat. And then I get another phone call that the woman is actually at the hospital, but she'll be home within the next 2 hours. So can I turn back, but also can I waste some time before turning back? So I go off to McDonald's, have some chicken selects in my car. One of the most depressing sights you've ever seen. Then I go back. On my way back, she calls me and she's like, are you coming? And I'm like, can you give me a minute? You actually told me to wait. And it was about an hour had gone at this time. I then arrive at the house. She lets me in and the woman is like so chilled. I'm quite convinced that nobody died. I'm quite convinced that she wasn't at the hospital. She was so chilled. Do you know what I mean? There was no mention of any of it either. No mention of it at all. Like, didn't somebody die? But I wasn't going to mention it because I was like, let me get the cat and go. I went in. My little baby was just lying on the couch and she was like, do you want to hold him? So I was like, okay. So I like picked him up and I was like holding him and they weren't saying anything. They were just stood there in silence and I was like, this is so awkward. And then I talked to the cat. I was like, right, maybe we should go now then. Hey, we've got a long journey home. And they're like saying stuff in a different language. I'm like, this is so awkward. What are you saying? Please speak to me. So then I just popped him in the box anyway. But before I went, the woman who had the cats came and was really intensely kissing him. It was very strange. But they also said that the cat so my cat's mum was already pregnant again. Now my cat is only 11 weeks old now. Apparently she was like already 3 weeks pregnant, which is so irresponsible. And again, there's going to be a load of cats that have no homes and they're going to potentially go to people who don't care about them and who aren't equipped properly to care for them, because obviously there was no check done on me to get this cat. Like obviously I'm an experienced cat owner. I have a home that is suitable and I fully understand the needs of a cat and I'm gonna look after it, but because they're just kind of passed along to people, you can't guarantee that, which is really stressful for me. So anyway, I think that's really bad. But in the end, I got Eugene, who is the cutest little guy. He does like to bite my toes. We're working on it. Blimey, this turned into like a story time, hasn't it? Oh, I also had loads of auditions this month. Since I've moved in, I've had like 5 auditions, which is quite a lot for me actually. I don't usually have that many. I didn't get any of them because, you know, I've been really stressed. So I've not had the time or the inclination or the energy to kind of put into it what I need to. So I've just had a bad time. Anyway, we're alive, we're thriving. Well, we're not really thriving, but you know, we're doing well. Do you want to meet Eugene? But here he is. My little baby. Go say hello to the people. Eee, I love you. I love him so much. I worry about him every second of the day. So yeah, there will be lots more Eugene. If people are interested in house stuff, like let me know. And you know, I've got a lot to do. A lot of decorating to do. But we're getting there. And as I say, follow me over on my Instagram. But here is my empty house tour. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna keep calling it a house. It's a house to me. It just feels like a house. It doesn't feel like a flat. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I am in my house. I can't actually believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe I live here. I can do what I want. So I'm gonna do an empty apartment tour. This is an apartment, but it feels like a house. Maybe you'll see when you are looking around it, but anyway. So first there is a porch. A porch. This is my door. The previous tenant was a cat lover, and we have that in common. So there is walls. This is all gonna be painted white. I'm gonna have like a mirror and some like florally things, hooks and things for coats. This floor is gonna get tiled and it's just gonna be cute. Then you come in and this is my lounge diner. So this is my lounge. I'm obviously gonna clean the carpets. I'll probably get new carpets at some point, but right now, this is what we've got. So I'm getting a big corner sofa here and I'm getting this radiator moved into the corner. That moved there. This is the window. I'm gonna have my TV on this wall, on a TV unit. This is then my dining area. It looks really small on the camera, but it is quite big. So I'm gonna have my dining table here. Dining table. This is gonna be my music area. So I'm gonna have like my thing with all my vinyls in, with my vinyl collection, my guitar and my ukulele hung up, my vinyl player. This is where I'm gonna have a little desk. We've got under the stairs in here, just storage, isn't it? Look at these lights. They're gonna go. Just no thank you. They're everywhere. They remind me of spiders and I don't like them. Okay, so now this is the hallway. And then here there is like a little walkway between my bedroom and the diner. And I'm gonna have a mirror and plants and it's gonna be really cute. There's my bathroom. So I'm going to get a big shelf for here. And I've got a mirror that's gonna be put up there. And then this is my shower. It's like I've got a nice jewel thing, a waterfall tap. It's completely brand new, which is nice. Got a towel rail. I can't do one of those things where you wave in the bathroom mirror. Can you see me? There's my hand. This is the kitchen, but it's being totally redone. It's only small. Oh, there's some keys here. I keep finding sets of keys around my house. Cool. Right, yeah, so that's the kitchen. But it is a work in progress. It's getting started on Monday, which is very exciting. And then this is my bedroom. This strange contraption. And then there's a little garden out the back. Such a cute little garden. And then there's a little clothes thing so I can live my best garden life. So it's a shared garden, but I'm at the end, so apparently nobody comes down here. And it's quite segregated because of this plant here. Apparently nobody comes down here, so I thought I might get some little chairs. This is my wardrobes. It's mirrored doors. Hi, I hate mirrored doors. And then inside, this is gonna be totally redone, really. So, well, that's a lie. It's not gonna be totally redone, but I'm gonna like have shelving things in here and have it all painted, and it's gonna look really nice. Switch the lights off. I'm paying the electricity now. I'm gonna sit down. I just can't believe I live here. It's so weird. Like the carpet is fine, but it definitely just needs a bit of a clean, bit of a lift, you know? I look really gross today. That's what moving house does for you. So today is Monday. My moving men are coming in the morning to take all my stuff from London to here. So weird. I think I'll feel really weird when everything is in here. Very strange. So I think I'm just gonna do a bit of a vacuum round now. Yeah, it's so quiet. I can't hear anybody else. I hope that's not because everyone's listening to what I'm saying. It feels so weird, I'm a homeowner. This is my house. This is my house, I have to defend it. Do you know that quote? That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. See you soon, bye. God, this is so pale, I look like I'm in heaven.